Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Special Hobby. And this is quite interesting kit. As you can see, it's a 1/72nd scale aircraft model which copies F-84F Thunderstreak. So it's a special edition which is named as Operation Musketeer Kadesh, and we get here the French and also I can see that Israeli Air Forces. So it will be quite interesting to see what is actually included here and why this kit might be an interesting build for all aviation modelers who like this 1/72nd scale. By the way, the kit number is written there, it's SH72492, and of course I will also remind you that you can support us. There is a button to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also to actually send some donation if you would like to. So overall we have a typical box size for this manufacturer. Here is comparison with my hand. We have really beautiful box art here, and I really again sad that they do not produce the t-shirt or some posters with those images because they are quite great in my opinion. Here we also have the 3 marking options which are included into this kit, and on the opposite side you'll find also some information about the manufacturer. Obviously it is made in Czech Republic, and of course it is made by Special Hobby. So it's a top opening box. And here is what we have inside. It's an assembly manual on the top, and then we have various plastic parts on the bottom. So we will be checking or starting with the plastic obviously, and then gradually we will move on to other components which are included here. And plastic parts are packed into resealable plastic bags, so it should be quite easy to open. And as far as I remember, this F-84 plastic is actually the new thing. So that's why it will be interesting to check, because somehow I missed the previous version of it. And here we have the sprue A, so maybe I'll place it like that. Let's zoom in a bit. Okay, so here we have the fuselage halves. Note that both are molded without tail fin. That's something you have to attach. But it was really cool that we have the nose cone molded as a single piece part. So this will help you avoid any unnecessary seams and gaps in such visible area. And I can see also this special raised surface or behind the canopy is also made as a single piece part. And I think it's worth zooming in even closer, so that you can see these parts which we were just talking about. And again, here on the fuselage house you can see quite nice external details. Of course it would be cool also to have this panel on the nose section as a single piece part, but here we have it separated into 2 halves. And here you can see also some parts for the main wheel wells and also for the landing gear doors. So let's flip them over, because I guess there will be some details inside. As you can see, we have some position elements as well, and the same can be said about the fuselage parts. And we have the guiding elements, guiding pins for the fuselage house, so it will be quite easy to combine them together. And just to give you an idea that this is not exactly a small model, here you can see comparison with my hand, and do not underestimate it. It might be a 1/72nd scale aircraft, but still it will take considerable space on your shelf. Next we continue with this plastic sprue. So here I guess we have the external equipment, and also this should be engine nozzle maybe. So let's zoom in and take a closer look. So here you can see what I was talking about. Also we have some parts again for landing gear wheel wells. Here is the pitot tube which is molded separately. And here, by the way, you can see also some of the halves for, I guess those were actually bombs. Those are not fuel tanks, but correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not such a huge specialist in the armament of this aircraft. Here you can see also the pylons, and if I flip it over, here inside we have also some guiding elements, so it will be easy to combine them together. And I think the only thing you will have to be careful is how these halves join together, because, well, this element should be smooth, and it will be a bit tricky to achieve such thing. Next we continue with the sprue C. So here we have the cockpit parts, and also some parts for the landing gear, and a lot of minor parts for the missiles which are placed here. And note that missiles, if I will zoom in and rotate the sprue, so these missiles are molded in pairs, which is quite cool, because as you can see, these attachments in between missiles are also pre-molded. Here we have the instrument panel. That's the cockpit base, by the way, and you can see that some of the features are pre-molded. That's the nose landing gear leg here. And next we continue with landing gear wheels. So they're quite simple, they should be okay for out of the box build, but if you would like to have something more detailed, well, then you should get some CMK sets, I guess. Next we continue with some parts for the pilot seat here. This one looks really good, and I think if you don't want to invest any more money, this should be more than enough, even if you plan to open the cockpit on your aircraft. And here is what we have on the opposite side. So again, quite nice details. And the landing gear wheels, both main and nose wheels, they are molded as a single piece parts, which is also good. Next we have the last gray plastic sprue. This is a sprue B, and here we have wing parts. So each side should be assembled out of two halves, but note the tail wings are molded as a single piece part. That's really cool. One piece element also for the nose landing gear wheel well. That's something unusual in my opinion. But let's zoom in and check this wing part. So you can see that we have the wing mechanization pre-molded. Those flaps and ailerons are in place. Here you can also see the bottom panels, and if you flip them over, here you can see that these flaps and ailerons, they are also serving as a guiding elements, which is quite interesting design solution. I'm not sure why it was decided not to make the leading edge as the guiding element as well, because it would provide a bit more convincing appearance. And here, by the way, you can see the tail wings, which are, I will remind you, molded as a single piece part. So overall we have a nice molding quality. I don't see any possible molding damage here, and all the connection points, they're quite thin, so it should be easy and quick to separate all of these parts from the frame. Next we continue with the sprue E. So here we have the clear plastic parts. Let's zoom in, and you can see that we have the canopy parts. They're quite good. We have parts for the closed and open canopy, so you will be free to open the cockpit on your aircraft. And of course, masks is something you have to buy separately. I guess that's also something what will be sold by Special Hobby or maybe by CMK. Next we have also Decals sheet. So this one I can see, well, there is writing that it's printed in Czech Republic, but the font and the overall styling of this decal sheet hints that it comes from Edward probably. And I'm going to open it right now. Okay, so Special Hobby managed to fit all of the necessary symbols here, and I will just zoom out so that you can see all of them. And as you can see, we have stencils. I sold some of the cockpit decals. For example, here is the instrument panel. Obviously there are no seat belts, at least I don't see them. And also those various camouflage elements. Some modelers will appreciate them because basically you don't have to do the masking. But also another option is to do the masking so that you have the more convincing appearance. But again, here you can see the printing quality, everything looks quite nice. And let's not forget that all of the stencils are 1/72 scale. So really good, even though might be tedious to apply all of them on your model, so be ready for that. Next we continue with assembly manual. This one is printed as a small color printed brochure. We have short history note on the first page. Next we continue with the parts map. So here I would say it's good that Special Hobby shows which parts will be left unused so that you know what you have to use. And this actually, it wasn't tail wing, it's actually the tail fin, which is quite interesting. Okay. Next, here we start assembly with the nose air intake, and as you can see, it's assembled out of 3 parts, actually out of 4, because here you combine 2 and then you join between the halves. Next we continue with the cockpit. You also assemble the engine nozzle here, and of course everything is installed in between fuselage halves, and it's surprising that there is no mention of the nose weight. I do not see it here, so be careful. No, here it's written that 1 gram should be enough. This is quite small nose weight needed, so really interesting that it will be enough. Next, you can see also installation of the single piece elements, tail fin, the top section, and also the nose cone. Actually, that's more of a nose air intake end. Here we continue with the pilot seat and also main wheel wells. Then we install wings in place and also tail wings as well. But I remember that the tail wings were single piece parts. Next, here we continue with the canopy parts. So you use the different parts for the open and closed version. Keep in mind this small feature because it will define how you will assemble the model. Next, you can see the landing gear parts. Here we have also the choice for the armament. And next, so I can see that these are actually fuel tanks. Okay. And next we have two marking options. So quite colorful ones, to be honest, so it will be interesting to replicate them even in small scale. And here's the third one. So 3 marking options in total, but in my opinion they are quite colorful, so we will definitely pick something. And of course this kit should be already available, so you can get it on official Special Hobby website, and I guess they also sell the add-ons for this aircraft model, and I will be happy to hear your opinion about this release. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.